Good day everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Time YouTube channel. On behalf of myself and my family, we'd like to wish all my subscribers, followers, people who've been part of my channel for a long time a very Merry Christmas and of course a really wonderful and joyous New Year. So usually every year just before Christmas I post a Christmas video just showing my subscribers what I've done during the year in regard to gem cutting or fossicking. And I started the year going to Wombat Creek, and rather than dig for gems I started the process of getting a rake out and just raking the topsoil. And we did find a few gems, me and my friend Merv. For example, we found this smoky quartz and some tourmaline, and we did find a really nice piece of citrine which you'll see in a minute. And every year we start a camping trip, so later on after New Year we'll be pitching up the tents again and spending a bit of time looking for gems again. So that usually starts the year, and then I get on to faceting some gems. So coming up in this scene you'll see the bit of citrine that initially I thought was glass, but this in fact is quite a nice piece of citrine that I found. So here's a bit of footage that you haven't seen this year. During the year I bought some cubic zirconia. Colour is morganite. Now I haven't seen this colour before, and the price was around $43 with $12 postage. Now this is unusual because it's kind of a colour change gem. Now this is my design you see here called the Egyptian Eye. I did make a video on this gem, but I didn't post any footage of this particular gem, which is in the morganite colour. And I've got to say, if you can get hold of the morganite colour, do yourself a favour and get it. I know a lot of you people don't like synthetic gems because some people only want to facet natural gems. Now here we have the original Egyptian Eye that I cut in cubic zirconia. I posted this video, and this is just a scene from the final reveal. So going back to synthetic gems versus natural gems in the rough, that will become a topic of conversation in some of my videos in 2024. For those people who don't know, I'm a recreational gem cutter, which simply means that I enjoy faceting or cutting gems as a hobby. I don't make a living out of cutting gems. I have sold a few gems, but primarily that most of the gems I cut, they just get put away or my wife gets them. I just love cutting gems, and I also love making videos about the process of cutting gems. It's just fun to make these videos. Now being Australian, that as a gem cutter, our main focus, particularly with Australian gem cutters, it's always been about meat point faceting and also getting a high quality gem finished. But it just comes to my attention, probably post-COVID, that many of us recreational gem cutters are overpaying or being exploited by a lot of people in the industry to buy rough gems. So in regard to avoiding the big overpay, and you don't want to be paying massive prices on rough material, sometimes you may need to rethink about the type of material you buy and recut it. For example, earlier on in the year I made this video about moissanite, discussing how cheap it had become, and we're talking about pre-cut moissanite. Now if you would compare pre-cut moissanite to the cost of buying moissanite rough, it's a huge variation. You'll be paying a massive price for rough moissanite, so you'd be better off to buy a 15mm round or a 15mm square pre-cut moissanite and recut it. Save yourself a bundle of money. These gems probably rate at about a 6 out of 10. If you're a good cutter, you can recut it to a 9 out of 10. So also during the year I made a quick video about starting my journey with silver clay, and I bought all the stuff that I kind of needed, and what you see here, some of the stuff, but I had to buy more because there's a lot involved in this hobby, and I didn't get time to set any of my gems or start any projects in regard to silver clay. But hopefully in 2024 that will become a few of my videos. It's just finding the time to do it. Also I do have some other fascinating projects I want to be filming. So in regard to silver clay, I decided that I needed to buy some resins and learn how to do resin making with jewelry also. So one thing I'm proud of this year was to start the process of fantasy gem cutting, which is really a combination of faceting and carving. Now in Australia there's not many people who can teach you how to do this, so I had to start the process myself. And also I thought, if I'm going to start the process, I might as well show people on YouTube how to do it. And my first attempt was okay. The second attempt, I have to say, was a lot better, and I'm very proud that I started this process. I still have a lot to learn, but the first gem took about 60 hours of cutting, and that's a lot of time, a lot of messing around also. So this was the final result. So here's some footage of the second fantasy gem that I faceted and carved into, and I was really pleased with the end result of this gem. I learnt a lot from my first gem, which I made lots of mistakes. And one thing I found out is that when you're carving into gems, you need a really steady hand. One slip up could be a major disaster. So the outcome of this gem, as you can see here, the gem is very holographic, and it's a very minimalist gem where less is more. It doesn't have a lot of facets, and there's only 3 bubbles carved underneath the underside of the gem. But what comes through the top of the gem, through the crown, it's a lot more going on, and that's what I wanted. So this Christmas we have a new addition to our family, and this is Puddy Tat, the kitten, climbing around in our Christmas tree.
I thought I saw a Puddy Tat.
What are you doing, Puddy Tat?
I did saw a Puddy Tat.
So Jaws is doing really well, and Jaws and the cat aren't getting on too well because Jaws loves to steal its food. So that's got to change up. Jaws is a pretty greedy dog, eats anything it can see. So see you later everyone, and take care and have a safe and a healthy new year. It's bye for now. See you in 2024.